Hi everyone, it's Sean from What Up. Welcome back to another video and happy Wheel of Time Wednesday. Yes, we got some drops from the Wheel of Time official account and the showrunner this morning. And we're going to talk about a few things today's video. We're going to go through a fan event that's happening globally first, how you can sign up to that and what it is. We're going to talk about those drops that happened today. They're all character posters and they come with a cryptic message for something that is happening tomorrow. We'll speculate a bit on that, what it could possibly be. We have a couple of new cast members that have sort of confirmed themselves online. We're going to talk about them as well. And then finally, we have something special that the Innkeeper is doing this weekend, Matt Hatch from the Dusty Wheel in London. We'll talk about that in today's video too. So if you love the Wheel of Time, if you're excited about the March 13th release, or if you really didn't like the show that much, and I know a lot of you out there that watch my channel that didn't, but you're kind of interested about what's going on, consider making us your home for Wheel of Time news. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, tell two of your friends. We are less than 1,200 people away from my goal of 25,000 subscribers. I know we can do it, folks. We have a lot of other Wheel of Time YouTubers out there that have broke the 25K mark. I think I can do it too. I really do. It's all up to you, and I believe in you. So we're going to talk first about that global fan event. Now, this was announced a couple of days ago, and essentially what it is it's a way to watch the first episode early. Now, we know that March 13th is the release date of Season 3. That's when we're getting the first 3 episodes dropped, and this is something that I've been talking about here on the channel for quite some time. I've been begging them to do a fan event of some sort that gets people together pre-season. That happens before the season. It drums up hype. It's something very easy and cheap for them to do. And they're finally doing it here, folks. What they're doing is you're able to log in to your Amazon account and sign up for a live screening of the first episode of The Wheel of Time 5 days early. So this is happening March 8th. And you have to understand that March 13th is when the first 3 episodes come out. So this is a way to let the fans not only see the episode early, but create buzz about it, talk with other people about it afterwards, and try to bring other people back into the fold to watch the show. But it also lets the fandom feel special because you can be part of something as a group. Collectively, we're all going to be watching this first episode together at exactly the same time. Social media is probably going to be wild. I know a lot of people don't use X anymore, so there is Twitter of Time, but Blue Sky has a thriving Wheel of Time community. So does Instagram, and there's also a few good places left on Reddit too. I imagine there'll all be a buzz talking about this. I myself am going to do some sort of event that day. It'll be pre-recorded because I don't do live shows. However, I'll probably record a video of myself watching this happening, and I'll talk through it and sort of do a reaction to the first episode live as it goes along. So there's that. Anyway, so it's as easy as signing into the link down below in the description box. You click it, sign into your Amazon account, and voila, RSVP confirmed. Global fan event, they'll be looking forward to seeing you. So if you folks want to see the first episode early, you can sign in here, you can do this. All you need is an Amazon account. That's pretty much it. So I look forward to watching this with a lot of you folks, because I assume that if you're excited about the 3rd season, you're going to want to watch it early just like me. So there's that. All right, now we're going to dive into those character posters. So these dropped this morning from the official Wheel of Time account, and then Rafe Judkins took them and put them on his Instagram with a very cryptic message, which we're going to talk about here in just a second. So these all have a common theme. They're all Tower related, every single one of them. They all feature people that are in the Tower storyline or who we believe to be in the Tower storyline, and they're all fracturing apart and kind of flying apart in the pictures. The symbolism isn't lost on me, and we're going to get through them here, and we'll talk about what the message is and what that symbolism could possibly be, including a little message from Rafe Judkins as well that he put on in the comments of one of his social media posts. So the first one is Liana, played by Jennifer Chion Garcia. She's the keeper, and he starts it, I guess, kind of fittingly with the word keep. Again, these are all shot in Tower scenes, just so you're aware. Second one is Nynaeve Almira, played by Zoe Robbins, and the word is your. So far we have keep your. Now, this message and the symbolism, I'm sure it has to do with an event that's happening tomorrow. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Next one is Min, eyes. Now, again, Min is sort of somebody who has a bit of the foretelling. She can see what's going on, see more than other people can. Maybe eyes is sort of a special thing here, but Kay Alexander playing Min on this one, again, in a Tar-Valon backing. We have Varen Sedai, played by Mira Salal. She is, again, in a Tar-Valon-esque setting, fracturing apart. So keep your eyes peeled tomorrow. And we finish off with Elaine, played by Kira Coveney. And again, it looks to be in the hall of the tower. So you have all these shots of the tower grounds, inside the tower, and the hall, and the final image is Swan the Amerlin herself, flying apart, fracturing, with sort of a kind of emoji that is, kind of looks like a sun almost. It looks like it's going to be something interesting. And then with all of this, we also have this post from the Wheel of Time official account, tomorrow everything begins to dissolve. Now, we've seen images like this in the teaser trailer and in the actual trailer itself, where characters are in Tel'aran'rhiod and they're sort of dissolving apart. I don't think that's what this is referencing to. This is all tower, and I'm pretty sure the shots are on purpose to show the tower. It's showing that all the major players that should be in the tower during what we believe to be the first 15 minutes of the show, where Rafe Judkins has said it's absolutely bonkers, and a bunch of women in their 40s and 50s are just slashing and thrashing at each other. I think this means we're going to see some sort of battle in the tower the first 15 minutes. We've already covered it here in the channel a number of different times, but everything's starting to dissolve here just a little bit. So are we seeing the tower fracture? And if they're saying tomorrow everything begins to dissolve, it's kind of pointing us towards something, an event of some kind that's happening tomorrow. Are we going to get to see some of that fight, some of that tower fracturing tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, whenever it happens to be tomorrow? There's no real time stamp on this. We know the Dusty Wheel is going to be live tomorrow for this thing, so it's going to be kind of interesting to see what happens with that. But I, for one, am very excited to see what sort of event happens here, what sort of thing goes on. I don't know. Either way, we're going to go back through these posters. Keep your eyes peeled tomorrow. Tomorrow, everything begins to dissolve. So I think we're going to see something very special tomorrow. Now, this is coupled along with a note by Rafe Judkins that he put on one of the social medias. I'll bring that up here. All right, so he said, is the White Tower crumbling? What an incredible honor to have multiple Academy Award, Golden Globe, BAFTA, Tony, and Oliver Award nominated, and winning actresses representing the Wheel of Time's Aes Sedai. So, is the White Tower crumbling? I think so. I think something's going to happen, and I think we're going to get to see it happen maybe in real time a bit tomorrow. So there's that. All right, next we're going to talk about this. So we have two cast members that have kind of outed themselves on social media a little bit. These things are not secrets. They're kind of known. We talked about them here on the channel a little bit, but they're not super well known. Nicole Sherwin has commented on Bjorn Landberg's posts, calling him her husband, her show husband, and here she is basically talking up the Wheel of Time and her experience in it in an Instagram post. And I said in a previous post here on the channel that she's not playing Amis. I stand by that. Yes, she's playing Ruark's wife, but she's not playing Amis. Take that for what you will, folks. So there's that. Next, we have a gentleman called by the name of Clint Gordon. Clint Gordon is going to be in the third season of Wheel of Time. And I had previously said it before here on the channel, I would reveal his role, and then I kind of backtracked on that because I was kind of asked maybe not to. So Clint Gordon now has kind of outed himself. He is 100% going to be in the Wheel of Time. He is in the third season of the show. We just can't really say who he's going to be playing or how deep that role goes. But again, another character that's going to be showcasing themselves in the third season. And I can't wait to see exactly what and how Clint Gordon is going to fit into the third season. All right, now finally we're going to talk about this. This is a post from the innkeeper, Matt Hatch himself. So Matt Hatch has had a very busy few weeks. He's done a couple of trailer guidons. He's done a bunch of live streams. He is gearing up for the third season. And this weekend in London, he's been invited to host a fan screening of The Wheel of Time. Now, this is the premiere of the first episode of The Wheel of Time. It's going to happen Saturday at 3 p.m. GMT. There was a list that came out last week where you could sign up to possibly go. They had very limited seating. I think it was between 200 and 250 people they allowed in. And there are a couple of content creators that I know that did get tickets that can go. But of course, you still have to pay for your tickets to London. You have to pay for your hotel. You have to get there. It's one of those things that I really wished I could do. But the cost-benefit ratio just wasn't there for me, folks. You know how expensive it is to go to London from Canada and then stay a night for just a day and a half to see a screening of this. It was wild, and there's no guarantee I would even possibly get a ticket, so I didn't even bother signing up. But I know a lot of people that have, and essentially what it is, it's going to be in a live theater, and you're going to have Rafe Judkins, Rosamund Pike, and the innkeeper live on stage talking. They're going to answer some questions. They're going to go through some little tidbits about the show. They're going to screen the first episode. Now, I don't think anyone really knows what this is going to look like. I don't think they know if there's a Q&A, if there's going to be a Dusty Wheel style interview happening, if it's just going to be them up there talking a bit about, maybe they're going to give commentary during the show. I don't know. I don't think anyone does. But if you were one of those folks lucky enough to get a ticket to this event and you are going, I want to hear from you. I want to hear and I want to see everything. I want to see the pictures of the trip. I want to see pictures of the event. any questions that were asked, things that were going on. If you are going, drop me a line on my social media. You can either send me a message on Instagram, on X, on Blue Sky, or through my email, which is in the About section of the channel. Drop me a line, and as long as you give me permission to share those images and talk about your experience here on the channel, I will feature you here on the channel, and I can definitely send you out a What Up shirt or something as a thank you for that. So, again, this is happening in London this weekend. So a few lucky people are going to be able to see the first episode of The Wheel of Time on Saturday, February 22nd in London with the showrunner and Rosamund Pike herself, Maureen Sedai. Very, very cool stuff, folks. I, for one, can't wait to see it. Now, I'm going to cover whatever happens tomorrow. So we know there's something happening tomorrow. We just don't really know what it is. We know they're revealing some sort of thing. It likely has to do with the tower. Likely has to do with all of those fractured images we're seeing. And I'm going to guess, considering Rafe Jenkins' post talking about the White Tower and all the Aes Sedai and how talented they are, we're going to get to see that scene that he has been hyping up in interviews and on social media for quite some time, which I believe he had said happens in the first 15 minutes of the entire season. So I think we're going to see something that affect tomorrow, whether it's a clip, whether it's some stills. We've already seen a couple of stills where we assume are from it. So we've seen Swan using the One Power and some other people that are using the One Power around that time frame, but we haven't really seen it in extended glory. So maybe we're going to get to see a little bit more of it tomorrow. Either way, I will be covering it here on the channel, and I cannot wait to see what happens. So thank you all very much for sticking with me here to the very end, folks. Here's to many more.